I'm just setting up for a second. I forgot to set my mic in, so that's the last thing I need to do, is set up my microphone. So once I do that, we will begin. Make sure my audio's working. And make sure it's going to be fully charged. Okay. I prefer not to go live because this is something I'm not used to. But because I don't have a lot of time now, I'm going live. So when I do go live, it's because I'm really busy and it saves me time. So that's why I go live. Okay, so we're gonna go to PE Design Plus 2. Okay, and I'm gonna close the wizard and expand this video so you guys can see it better. And okay, so we're gonna do, I believe it's called cross stitch, and I'm gonna show you how to do cross stitch in PE Design. And I made this in cross stitch, as you can see, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And that's how it came out looking when you use cross stitch design. Okay, so what you're going to do first, you're going to go to image. And image is on the left side, right? And then you're going to go on cross stitch. And I'm going to pick color. Now I'm going to go on my desktop and pick an image. That I already copied from the internet. I'm going to pick this image right here. Okay, so it has different options of what you want to do to the background. It already saved this one, which I did, so I don't have to copy it all over again. These are some of the stuff I have done in the past using either order punch or photo. So if I want, I could click here and it's gonna save the image that I did prior. I'm gonna click cancel, click delete, and go back to cross stitching. Go back to the drawing that I wanted. And so I don't want to do that. I'm gonna pick the star. Okay. Because it's similar to the shape of the image. So I'm gonna go next. And I'm gonna pick fit the page. And I'm going to trace it. Hmm. So let me see what happens when I click next. Go to previous. That's not what I wanted. It's just, okay, I guess I was supposed to edit it in here and I forgot. Okay, so let me see what happens. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I'm supposed to click here, right? So you click here and then this is how you will be able to edit it. I find when you do it this way, and you're ready to do the cross stitching, it gives it a better results. Now I need to add another knot, so I'm just gonna click on it. So when you want to add another knot to it, you click on the line. And I'm gonna trace around this whole image. So all I'm doing is just tracing around it. That's all. And when I want to move it, I click in the center of the nod, because if you don't, it's gonna add another one. So make sure you click the center of it, of the squares. We're almost done. Okay, so that's it. And now, let me see if I could adjust it a little bit here. So I'm pretty much done. So now I'm gonna click next. And let's see, click next again. And well, here is where you wanna like to adjust it. And this is how it's gonna look. And I want to change this color to white. So what I do is I could remove it, but then if you remove this color, it's gonna leave like a, it's gonna remove the stitch, and I don't want that. So the best thing to do is to replace the color. So let me go back and see, back to previous, and go to design settings and see what happens. Okay, cancel. Okay, go next. And let me click here and see what happens. Okay. So I don't want to remove. Okay, so I'm just going to click next. See what happens. Okay. So as you can see, right here, I want it white. So I'm going to click on the color tool, this color pick, and I'm going to click white right here. And then I'm going to click here because I want it white. And click again. So that remove it. Now I want it to be black so it could look like it got eyes, right? Because right now it don't. It looks all weird and stuff. So I don't want that. So I'm going to take my color tool right here and I'm going to click where I see black and I'm going to count. So it's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to, along this line, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to click black here. Now over here it got yellow, so I'm going to go back to the color pick tool. I'm going to click yellow, and I'm going to turn this yellow. Okay, and right here it has like 3 blacks, and I'm going to do the same for the other side. So I'm going to go again, click the color pick, click here, and I'm going to turn this yellow so it can match up with the other one. And I'm going to remove this and turn it yellow. So I'm going to click here and turn it yellow so it could look the same like the other one. And that's it. I'm pretty done. So I like what I see. So I'm going to say finish. And also you could display the template if you want to show. So you see how I display, it's not perfect. This is like the image background that I used as a JPEG image. So if you could also display the template to see if you're close. And I'm pretty much close right here. You know, it's just a little off by the eye, but that's okay. So I'm going to remove the template display and I'm going to click finish. So there it is. So that's how it's gonna look when you are doing cross stitch. And when you saw me chase around it, it will, the computer is going to pick it up better instead of just leaving it alone. You could also do it that way without tracing it, but it's not going to pick up the color that great. So the only difference with my image between that one and this is that I use less color. So that one has more color. So let's start a new page and see if we could change the color of it, because I forgot. So go to home and I'm going to click new page. Say yes. Put LMG and save. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to image and cross stitch. Look for the same picture. Okay, I'm just going to leave it how it is. It already traced it for me, so I don't have to do anything. I'm going to go next. I'm going to put fit page. Next. And I'm going to see if I could do something with the color. Okay. Okay, I think I'm trying to see backstitch time trim. Okay, color change right here. Okay, that's just to change the color. Okay, cancel. I think I would have to use the stepta or gray. Let's see what happens once I do that. To play with the color. Open. Okay. Okay, let me cancel. Now I remember color stitch. So before I had to trace it, I was supposed to go here. And this is where you want to adjust the color. So this is how it would be. That's why it picked up the yellow. And this here, it did not pick up the yellow because I purposely didn't want it to pick up the yellow. So what you do, you play with it a little bit to adjust it. Um, as you can see, as I'm playing with it, it's picking up less yellow because you want it in less colors, so that way it would not have so many stitches. You know, the less it's better. So as you can see, it really, if you could narrow down the color, it's like two color: light green, dark green, black, or white, and that's it. So you try to, when you're adjusting your image, you try to make sure you could use as less color as possible. So let me see what happens if I try to make it a little more darker. Because I think it's still going to pick up that yellow. Let me see what happens if I make it a little more darker. Let's see if I make it a little more sharp. No, it's going to pick up more. Okay, I'm going to leave it as this. I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to go next. I'm going to put fit the page. It's going to fit as big as your hoop, right? Now I'm going to go next. So it's still picking up this yellow piece. Okay. So let me go back to previous, go back to previous, go to true colors, and let me see what happened. Maybe I should just lighten it since it's gonna pick up the yellow. Let me see what happens when I lighten it. Let me see what happens. It's still picking up the yellow, so I'll probably just keep the yellow. Maybe I changed the whole thing green when I did the design, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. Click next, and see what happens. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, let me go back and see. Maybe I'll tone down a little bit. Click OK, click next, click next. Okay, that's a little better. That's a lot better. So I'm gonna click next, and I could display the image to get an idea of what I want. And like I do, I go to the color picker tool, click yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, I forgot to pick the color. Okay, let me click color, click yellow, yellow, make sure it's yellow, and I'm gonna go to the color picker tool, one of the white, and color picker tool, and I count 3. Okay, so I think everything else is okay. I'll say maybe I want the side to be a little more green. I'll click here and probably just color this side green. Okay, that looks a little better. And you know what? Let me remove this black. Go yellow, turn it yellow. And I'm gonna move the placement for the eye. Click where it's black. And I'm gonna put the eye here instead. Okay, now remove the display image. Okay. I'm gonna just fix it a little bit. Yellow. It looks strange that it's like, and just make it more yellow, the face. That looks a little better. And I'm gonna make the right there yellow. Okay, that looks a little better. And I'll click finish. So that's it. So now you know, I'm pretty much done. So now you know how to change the colors, how to do it, how to fix it, and how to trace it. So that's pretty much it. And that's how I was able to do this. After I finish embroidering it, it's a little slightly different than that one. But now you know how to use cross stitch. So I hope that was helpful for y'all. And till later, I see y'all later, alright? Bye.